Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Demon Gate, Beyond the Sea of Falling Skies. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this exotic lands expansion for the apocalyptic game of Demon Gate, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about advanced combat rules. But first, I would like to talk about this channel's sponsor, Heroes and Hardships. This is a universal RPG system, allowing you to play any sort of campaign, genre, scenario, adventure. You can also create any sort of character imaginable. You have hundreds of tools to accomplish just that. I'm going to put a few links in the description that will take you to the Kickstarter that should begin in about a month or so. You will also find links to the website, to the Tetsubo section of the website. Tetsubo is an upcoming setting inspired by Japan's Sengoku era. You will also find links to the Discord and to my reviews of the Quickstart guide and the Wallace campaign setting based on the life and exploits of William Wallace. So please check it out. Now let's continue. Additional rules and added special bonuses for weapons and armor are always considered optional for all to use. Thus, if the game master and players wish to implement these rules and add them to their campaigns, then they may do so. If they do not wish to bother with the additional rules or think that they slow down combat even more, then do not implement more rules to combat. They are there to give you more ideas, to make you think on certain circumstances, and to assist you if you need them. These rules are strategic and tactical considerations, but they also work as traits for different weapons. Let's talk about some of them. You have aiming, focusing, and concentrating. This mechanic is used in combat by sacrificing one of your action points. It takes one action point of the specific action you are using during the attack. If you are using a bow and spending one action point to aim, it is considered a shooting action point. If you are casting spells and using one action point to concentrate on a spell, it will cost you one magical action point. As well, if you are fighting in unarmed or melee, and you wish to spend one action point to concentrate on the attack, you may add one action point to do so. When using this mechanic, the payoff is gaining a bonus to your attack roll. This is added to all other modifiers. So, if you wish to attempt a called attack, and the game master wishes to place a penalty for you to attack a certain location of the unarmored armpit, for example, then concentrating on the attack will cost you an extra action point, but it will reduce the penalty. These types of attacks are very helpful in battle and will assist you in strategy and making combat even more fun. Then we have anti-magic. Anti-magic, magic resistance, or magic defense are all very similar. Anti-magic gives either a bonus to your magic defense, or if you notice a percentile next to the word anti-magic, you may treat this as a rule for refracting magic. If you are hit by a spell, this is the percent chance that the magic will be deflected by any anti-magic you are wearing. Like I said at the beginning, this applies to weapons and gear, armor, different objects, so many of these optional combat rules are additional traits or properties that you can employ during battle. Then we have chain. Armor such as chain armor is sometimes less effective towards certain types of weapons. Then we have crit shatter. One of the critical effects of dark steel is causing items of lesser durability to shatter or break apart. If you are wielding a weapon forged in dark steel and you roll a crit with it, it has the ability to cut through things, making it a very dangerous blade. Then we have entangle. Items with the entangle capability are able to catch a victim in a hold and cause them to suffer a penalty to defend the follow-up attack. Entangle only happens if you roll a 15 or more to hit normally. On a critical hit, the entangle will cause a greater penalty to defend. There is also parry or deflect. Parry and deflect are the same basic mechanic in Demon Gate. This is not the class ability parry, but the basic rule that can be used as a defense roll. During a melee or unarmed fight, the attacker comes at you with an attack, and you have a choice to try and parry or deflect it, or block it with a melee weapon or shield, or dodge the attack. Mechanically, it affects your roll by taking a penalty from your defense roll. However, if you are successful in parrying or deflecting the attack, you get to add a tally point to your character that lasts one whole round. You may utilize this tally to either attack or defend against the enemy you pulled the parry off upon. Usually you want to wait until they roll low on their attack to attempt this. Since you are suffering a penalty to defend, you might as well wait for a low attack. You can stack these tallies as well. If the attacker came in with 3 quick attacks in a row and all were successfully parried, you would get a substantial bonus to throw into an attack or a defense roll when you wish to use it. When an item has the parry effect on it, you are given a bonus anytime you wish to parry or deflect with that item, due to the shape and make of it. Usually, a weapon with this parry effect is specifically designed to be good at parrying other melee attacks. And these are just some of the optional and advanced combat rules. There are many more, such as reload, reach, prone, snare, warmth, tally point that I mentioned earlier, which is basically a bonus that you can apply to one of your rolls when you need it. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about ki and martial arts. As you can see, you can make this game as simulationist as you want it to be. You have an entire buffet of traits, optional abilities, tactics that you can employ. If you like some of them, just add them to your game, perhaps little by little. See which one you enjoy and which ones you find a bit clumsy or perhaps not within the certain style of your gaming table. So this is great that you have so many options to implement to any campaign or scenario. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, you can send an Amazon gift card or a drive-thru RPG gift certificate. The information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.